of the PBA Season 50 Rookie Draft, making their selection the Terra Firma Jeep.
Terra Firma picks Gio Chu.
Gio Chu is the first overall pick of the PBA Season 50 Rookie Draft. Of course, we'd like to request PBA Commissioner Willie Marshall, as well as the Terra Firma Jeep, to please meet your first overall pick, Gio Chu.
So Gio Chu, Terra Firma, going with the size and the promise of this young man.
It was not a surprise for me personally, because you look at the other teams, what you want is a guy who can match up against a Junmar Fajardo, who's been lording it over probably in the past 8 or more seasons. So obviously on a single coverage, Gio Chu cannot stop Junmar, but at least he will be able to slow him down. So good pick for Terra Firma because they badly needed a big guy to man the paint for their team.
I think it's a really good pick. Like what Coach RG said, they really need a big man, somebody inside, and somebody that they can really train and be able to give a lot of minutes to. Napaka-importante if you're young in the league to be able to get the most number of minutes to be able to improve quicker.
A lot of people look at the size, the height, the strength. Pero yung binanggit mo na, the youth. This kid is 24 years old now.
And you like the attitude. We saw it from the interview. He's willing to learn, put in the work every day. And that's very important for a young player like this guy.
Toughness is something that probably he needs to improve on. He needs to bulk up. He needs to be a little heftier and muscular because at some point, coaches will require him to go on a single coverage against the taller players here in the league. So once in a while, you want him to be tough in terms of his defense.
Let's send it right back to Judd.
And to help us welcome the first overall pick of the PBA Season 50 Rookie Draft, we'd also like to call on stage Mr. Yoshihiro Bando, Otsuka International Arab Managing Director and ASEAN India Nigeria Leader, Mr. Hiro Ogoto, Otsuka International Asia Arab General Manager, Mr. Ken Saito, Otsuka Solar Philippines Incorporated President and Managing Director, and Mr. Mizumachi Ryosuke, General Manager of Saga Ballooners.
Of course, mga kaibigan natin from Pocari Sweat helping out with the PBA 50th season rookie draft. This is going to be interesting times para dito sa Terra Firma.
Tama yan at marami rin silang pagbabago sa kanilang kupunan. And it is again very important that they have someone who can be their anchor on defense. Someone who can really be the guy who will block shots. Rim protection is something that they need to improve on, and obviously this guy, their #1 pick overall, can provide that for their team.
You know, you have a young coach, you have a young player. You know, it's really something that when you look forward to, this is a good move, I feel, for Terra Firma to be able to put in and invest in a guy like Gio Chu.
So the #1 pick now in the books. Yung #2 naman, aba, heading into this Sunday, nagkaroon na kagad ng trade, Dom.
Well,
and right now, let's send it over to Apple.
Yes, Gio, PBA Season 50 Rookie Draft, first overall pick. How does that sound to you, and is this something that you expected?
It's I'm still shocked. Like, this is something that every kid has dreamt of, and now I am here. I'm really thankful for this opportunity, and I'm just also thankful for the team for drafting me and for believing in me.
Jay, you are going to be joining the Terra Firma Jeep. What impact do you look to make sa yung bagong kuponan?
I just try to do whatever they ask me to do. So, I'll hopefully, I'll be able to help the team, get some wins and, have a great season.
Thank you so much, Gio. We look forward to seeing you play in the PBA. Now it's time to turn it over to Eileen.
Thank you, Apple. I am joined by the mother of Gio, Miss Geraldine here. I'm sure she's very proud. But, we were talking earlier and you shared to me, nung unang pag-aapak pa lang ni Gio sa Ateneo, Coach Tab asked him, in 5 to 10 years, where do you see yourself? And he said here in the PBA, just how proud of you that, he's the first overall draft pick.
First and foremost, I'd like to thank all the coaches that has been under my son. It's been a dream come true for my son. and how proud. I think everybody, the family, the relatives, and his friends are proud of Gio being drafted. And yet, it's a bonus and a blessing being the top #1 draft.
You also shared to me that Gio started playing basketball at the age of 9. Looking back then, do you think tonight would be very possible in seeing him play basketball then?
Actually, it's been a long journey for Gio. He started late. Nakakatuwa pero marami nagsasabi, mabagal siya, lahat. Movement, syempre, chubby-chubby pa siya nung maliit eh. But, you know, slowly he has overcome, he's determined, and see how he is now. He's in better shape, and I hope that he could prove to everybody what he's capable of and make the most of this PBA journey.
Thank you so much, Miss Geraldine. Congratulations once again to you and Gio. Judd?
Thank you so much, Eileen. Now making the second overall pick of the PBA Season 50 Rookie Draft. Selecting next, the Converge Fiber Xers.
Hello. For the second pick of the Converge Fiber Xers, select Juan Gomez Deliano.
Another GDL enters the PBA. Juan Gomez Deliano joins the Converge Fiber Xers as the second overall pick of the draft.
At 6'1" with all kinds of experience from all over the place, another UP Maroon has made it to the PBA.
Good pick for Converge. You know, sometimes when everything else fails, you want to look for a guy who can create scoring opportunities not only for himself, but also for the rest of the gang. This guy, give the ball to him, get out of the way, is an excellent, superb scorer. So for the team of Converge, you like that kind of a guy to complement the two big guys. They have a very strong big man rotation, and this will definitely add to their scoring power.
Well, the future is bright, definitely, for Converge. You like this addition. You like how he's going to be able to bring in a different aspect as well into the game of Converge. You look at them looking forward. You know that they're going to be running, but they can also post up. So they have the pieces to be able to be even more competitive this season in the PBA.
Last year, they had the top overall pick. They made it to 3 consecutive quarterfinals. Si JGDL na bang susi para maka-breakthrough pa?
I believe so. You know, this guy, he can be a good ball screen operator. Just call the number of Arana, call the number of Baltazar. He can shoot, he can pass. Again, he can create. And this is probably one of the best acquisitions of this team because of the lack of a solid and stable point guard in their rotation. This guy can actually start right away for the Converge team.
And with all the changes over at the Fiber Xers, they should parang pang-icing on the cake na ba?
And this is something that, you know that the league, the entire league is watching, right? The fans and even the other teams, because they know that, Converge is a team that you need to be able to contend with, especially this coming season.
And to hear from the number 2 overall pick right away, balik tayo kay Miss Apple David.
Juan, you have quite an accomplishment, a list of accomplishments already. Now that you're coming to the PBA, from the way you played in college, how has your game changed or improved from the experience you got overseas?
Just maturity-wise, I feel like I gained a lot of experience overseas, and yeah, I'm just excited to bring it here in the PBA. So.
On the lighter side of things, can you tell us more about this suit? We see it's maroon. Sabi nga ni Coach Ryan, UP fight. How important is this representation?
100% no. Shout out to fans, man, and Gab and Juan Banao for suiting me up today. So he said, what other way can I, kind of express gratitude to the university that, welcomed me with open arms and showed me so much love. I went there 4 years in high school, I spent 3 years in college, so what other way can I, just give thanks to them, so yeah.
Well said, Juan. Now let's turn it over to Eileen.
Now we move forward with the third overall pick of this Season 50 draft, making their pick, the Blackwater Bossing.
Hello. Blackwater picks Dalf Panopio.
Dalf Panopio is finally home as he becomes the third overall pick selected by the Blackwater Bossing.
For years on, and the basketball community here in the Philippines has been abuzz about this talent, Coach RG. He has now finally landed here in the PBA.
Big guard with great international experience, good decision maker, has range, but you want him to attack more. He settles for an outside shot. Probably that is what the system of Coach Jeffrey Carriazo needs at this point, but definitely an awesome acquisition for Blackwater. They've seen great things because of the way he played for Gilas when he was representing our country. And now, as you've mentioned, he's back and is going to strut his wares in the PBA.
A good piece, a good additional piece for Blackwater. Imagine him playing with guys like Bearfield, Christian David. You know, this is something that you know that Blackwater is trying to improve on, something to be more consistent with, shoring up their lineup. And I really like this pick as well for Blackwater.
Yun yung binubuo dito nila Coach Jeff. The previous two drafts, parehong number 2. That was David, and then Bearfield ngayon number 3. Panopio naman, we're going to see how does he measure up against who he's going to run into here in the PBA.
Napakaganda kasi ng backcourt rotation eh. Alam mo, si Bearfield plays like 38 to 40 minutes per ball game. What happens in the 8 minutes that he is on the bench? So kailangan masustain yung level of consistency nitong Blackwater. That is why they got a steady point guard. Hopefully he can set the table to run the offense of Coach Jeffrey Carriazo para naman maging competitive sila. Sometimes they play up to 36 minutes only. So now with the acquisition of Dolph Panopio, hopefully in the entire 48 minutes, they will be competitive.
Sinong magiging competitive pa? Dito mapapalaban si Miss Apple David.
Dolph, you've been playing overseas, playing against NBA prospects as well. How confident are you coming to the PBA, just knowing what you've been, where you've been playing?
Oh, it's been a dream of mine since I was a kid, and also my parents' dreams and my family. So I'm so grateful. I'm so excited to, show what I can do and help definitely like the team, or excited to meet all these guys and the coaching staff and everybody. So.
You mentioned about your parents. You were born and raised in Italy, but both of your parents are Filipino. So how important is it for you to be able to play here in the PBA in the Philippines?
Oh, it's super, it's super exciting because it's like I'm living also other people's dream, not only mine, but also other people. So I'm carrying, a chip on the shoulder, and I'm really excited about it.
Thank you so much, Dov. Now, let's turn it over to Eileen.
Thank you, Apple. Kasama ko ngayon ang tito ni Daph Panopio. I'm joined by Sir Emilio. Sir, I know you're very much familiar with Daph's game. What do you think helped him get here in the PBA?
I think it's the hard work, dedication, and he trained all the time. That's it.
Marami na siyang experience as well playing basketball. But here in the PBA, anong mga milestones ang gusto mong makita na?
Maipakita niya yung mga dapat ipakita. Hard work pa rin. Yun lang po.
All right. Thank you, sir. Now we head on over back to John.
Thank you so much, Apple and Eileen. Now with the 4th overall pick, it will be made by the Northport Batang Pier.
Northport Batang Pier selects Christopher Kuhn.
Chris Kuhn is your 4th overall pick in a PBA Season 50 rookie draft.
At 6'5" out of the Ateneo de Manila University, Chris Kuhn now going to be joining the Batang Pier.
Well, again, you like how this guy, he's a big guard. You know that he plays well within the system. He is able to play that pick and roll really well, can shoot from the outside. Something that Northport can definitely use right away in this upcoming season.
It's championship caliber. You know that he's coming from the program of Coach Tab Baldwin. He knows what it takes to win. He understands great concepts on how to fit in as a basketball player here in the PBA. And the sky's the limit in terms of the development and improvement of this guy. He is tall. He's a tall point guard. Reminds me of an Alex Malyari or Jared Dillinger. He hustles, he goes for loose balls, he dives, and he is an excellent defender. If there's one thing that we want him to improve on, it's really his efficiency from the outside. But in terms of going downhill, going for strong layups, you can count on this guy to break down defenses.
Another one of those 6'4", 6'5", 6'6" wings para sa Northport.
And what you like, again, he will get the minutes. You'll be able to see him. You'll be able to see what his game will be. And that's very important for a young player like Chris Kuhn.
Anything else, Coach RG?
Okay na, nasabi ko na lahat.
So yan nga po, na Chris Kuhn will be going to Northport at tututukan din natin ang saga kung ano ba nangyari sa kampo ng Batang Pier as the weeks come, as we head into the opening sa ating 50th season ng ating Philippine Basketball Association. Etong si Chris ay kasama ni Apo.
Yes, Magunaw. Chris, welcome to the PBA. What are you looking forward to the most in playing in the pros?
I'd say just competing, keep playing basketball. It's the game I love. A lot of guys that I played with before in the PBA, so I'm happy to compete with them. And a lot of my old coaches too, so just ready to keep playing basketball.
For the fans and for your team, what can they expect from Chris Kuhn?
Someone who gives their all, does all the little things, pretty positionless. I feel like I can do a lot of things on the court and help the team win.
Now let's go back to Eileen.
Apple, I am joined by the mother of Chris Kuhn, either Lena. Congratulations, Miss. But I just also wanted to ask, Chris has already had experience playing internationally with the SGA. But what about playing in the PBA that makes this moment very special for the both of you?
Well, because I'm Filipino and so proud of him. I'm so speechless right now. My heart is so full, but yeah, I'm so happy for him.
Being a witness to his journey, was there any particular moment that helped you realize that he can indeed make it to the pros?
Since he played basketball, he really wanted to be a pro. And so from the very beginning, he wanted to be a pro here at the PBA. And I'm so glad it's only by God's grace that he's here. He's come this far, and I'm very thankful.
All right, thank you so much. Now to get to know our next pick, we're going to head over to Judd.
Next, we'll have the 5th overall pick to be made by the NLEX Road Warriors.
For the 5th pick, NLEX picks LJ Gonzalez.
LJ Gonzalez goes to the NLEX Road Warriors as the 5th overall pick of the PBA Season 50 Rookie Draft.
LJ Gonzalez out of the FEU basketball stable. Traces 5'11". What can he bring para dito sa Road Warriors?
Well, he's really shifty. He's a scorer. You can see that he's not afraid. Hindi natatakot yan to be able to make an impact in the team. You like how he's a playmaker. He's shifty. And I really feel, that with him being in the NLEX Road Warriors, he will get minutes with Coach Jong helping him out, and of course Coach Shot as well, teaching him what they need to be able to do and what made them successful. Remember, NLEX made a really good run in the previous conference.
And Coach Jong with Chico, he will always ask for players to find ways to contribute. Hanapan nyo ng paraan. This guy is a capable scorer, and not only that. Can you imagine a 1-2 tandem with Robert Bolick? If Robert Bolick is on the weak side, just spotting up for an outside shot, he has to have another guy who will break down defenders and draw attention defensively. So that is LJ Gonzalez. And not only that, we were just talking about his ability to play offense. What about his defensive skills? This guy will not really give up on defense. He will hound 90 feet away from the basket. He will go in a high-pressure stance, and he will fight over on screens. This guy is really a good pick for Coach Jong. And you can just see Coach Jong with Chico very happy with the pick that he has right now in the first round.
Pati si Boss Ronald, masayang-masaya, sa pagkakakuha nila dito kay LJ Gonzalez.
Well, talk about Coach RG, what you mentioned about him being able to play with Robert Bolick. That also relieves a lot of the ball handling going up the court. You can actually give it to LJ Gonzalez to be able for Robert to be able to get more looks in the half court.
At alam mo kung sino pa ang napakasaya para dito sa 5th pick. Siyempre, wala nang iba kundi si Miss Apple David kasi makakapagtagalog na siya.
Maraming salamat, Magu. LJ, congratulations. Para sa mga hindi pamilyar sa iyong laro, ano ba ang may expect ng PBA fans from you?
Siguro yung unang-una, yung aggressiveness ko and yung mga pasa ko sa mga teammate ko, and siguro yung energy din sa pagdating sa loob ng court po.
Makakalaro mo the likes of Robert Bolick, Kevin Alas. Ano yung difference that you can make sa guard rotation ni Coach Jong?
Kung ano yung kulang po siguro nila, yun lang po yung ibibigay ko, and bibigay ko yung 100% ko para sa team namin.
100% it is. Thank you, LJ. Now, Eileen.
Apple, kasama ko nga ngayon si Kay, ang girlfriend ni LJ. You know, Kay, alam ko si LJ was one of the first people that submitted his name as soon as the draft was announced. What do you think and what did you see behind the scenes that gave him that sense of urgency and confidence na mag-submit ng pangalan niya?
This is his dream. This is his dream to play in PBA, and I'm so proud of him and happy for him talaga na eto na, yung dream niya na makapaglaro sa PBA, matutupad niya na.
Okay, alam ko maraming tao ang nakatulong para ma-achieve itong pangarap ni LJ. Anyone you wanna also give a mention or shout out to?
Yes, LJ, congratulations. I know your parents and Isabella are watching you right now and they are so proud of you. We are all happy for you and we love you and good luck on your journey.
All right, thank you so much, Miss Kay. Now, balik naman tayo ulit kay Jut.
Choosing next are the Magnolia Chicken Templadas Hot Shots with the 6th overall pick.
Magnolia Chicken Templados Hot Shot selects Yukien Andrada.
His first draft selection as a head coach in the PBA, Coach L.A. Tenorio, announces Yukien Andrada as the first round pick, 6th overall of Magnolia.
At 6'5", out of that proud San Beda Red Lion basketball stable, Andrada will now be joining head coach L.A. Tenorio over at Magnolia.
Shooter from the outside with length. You cannot leave him wide open from the three-point area because he can just light it up. That is exactly what they're getting. Look at his credentials. He's just 24 years old. As I've mentioned, 6'5", 91 kilograms, and also a championship program with San Beda. So you understand that with Coach LA probably running a different system, he likes his wing players to be capable shooters from the outside. And this is precisely the reason why they picked Yukien Andrada in the first round.
Well, they got size, they got shooting. It's really a good pick for Magnolia. You like how they are really shoring up that front line because, you know, there is a premium for big guys in the league. And plus, he can shoot. Plus, you mentioned really that mentality of being in a championship team. And that's what you know that Magnolia is going for.
Exciting times coming up para sa Magnolia Chicken Templados Hot Shots. You heard the ovation. Hindi pa binabanggit ni Coach LA kung sino pipiliin. Ang ganda na ng salubong ng Magnolia fans dito.
Ibang klase talaga. Yung na-generate na excitement ni LA Tenorio, alam natin ano yung contribution niya sa ating liga as a basketball player. Pero ngayon, panibagong yugto para rito sa Magnolia. Talagang yung excitement level ng mga fans at lahat ng sumusubaybay dito sa PBA, damang-dama mo dahil sa pagdating ni Coach L.A. Tenorio.
Sigurado yung Magnolia fans, mas gusto pang makilala ito si Kien. Siya ay kasama ni Apple.
Yukien, a familiar surname. What does this moment mean to you, your brother, and the family?
Sobrang laki. Siyempre, pangalawang Andrada na ako na-draft sa PBA and nakaka-proud lang din. Long time dream ko na makapasok sa professional league and this time na-achieve ko na siya.
For sure, matagal ka nang nanonood ng PBA. Ngayon, sino ba yung pinaka-excited ka makatapat at bakit?
Siguro TNT because nandun si Coach Yuri.
Thank you so much. Now, Eileen?
Apple, kasama ko ngayon si Chelsea, the girlfriend of Yukien. I know, Chelsea, naka-witness mo lahat ng trabaho ni Yukien behind the scenes. But also, what makes this moment very special for the both of you?
I think for me it's very special because we've been together for so long and I've seen him like really struggle and I've seen all his sacrifices. So I'm super proud of Yukien.
Anong pakiramdam that, you know, you get to celebrate this special moment with him today?
Well, it really makes me super happy kasi finally Yukien's hard work finally paid off. So I'm still speechless but I'm super proud of him.
Thank you so much, Chelsea. Ngayon, balik na naman tayo kay Apple.
Yes, Eileen, I am with the new head coach of Magnolia LA, Coach LA Tenorio. Coach, bago ko kamustahin yung draft pick mo, ikaw muna ang kakamustahin ko. How has the transition been for you?
Honestly, no, actually, syempre marami pa akong kailangan matutunan bilang isang coach. No? Again, I always tell a lot of people that not necessarily nakakapag-isip tayo habang naglalaro, but iba yung iba yung pagko-coach. No? Iba pa rin pag hawak mo yung bola, iba pagka tinuturuan mo yung mga players. But I'm really excited. No? It's another blessing, another chapter sa buhay ko na binigay sa akin na opportunity. So, I'll do my best. Ganun naman ako parati. As a player, I always do my best. And, as a coach also, I'll try to do my best. So.
Thank you, Coach LA. Hindi ka na namin aabalahin pa. You have more picks to select. Thank you so much once again. Now, Judd.
Thank you, Coach LA. Ngayon naman, for the 7th overall pick of this year's draft, puntahan naman natin ang Meralco Bolts.
With the 7th pick, the Meralco Bolts select Jason Brickman.
Jason Brickman goes to the Meralco Bolts as the 7th overall pick. Unfortunately, Jason could not be here for today's event, but we'd like to request Meralcos to still come up the stage as they have chosen Brickman as the 7th overall pick.
Brickman, definitely a quality pick para dito sa Meralco. Maybe the only question would be the age, 33 years old na.
Matagal nang inaabangan dito sa PBA itong si Jason Brickman, and there's no question about what he can do on the floor, how he can be a facilitator, how he can really be able to get into the system right away of the Meralco Bolts. Ang gandang addition ito para sa Meralco. We've seen Meralco win a championship already, but we've also seen them that they've had some injuries within that run, so they needed to be able to really shore up that point guard spot, and great addition for Meralco with Jason Brickman.
Fantastic in terms of experience. That 33 years old, has been around the world, played the game the right way, and you know that Meralco always plays with a lot of stability. They want the steadiness in the backcourt, someone who can run their offense and also who can play within the system. And this guy is just a perfect addition for Meralco Bolts.
This again is the PBA 50th season rookie draft presented by Pulcari Sweat, the SM MOA Music Hall, and the Aristocrat. Balik tayo sa stage with Judd.
All right, we go straight to the 8th overall pick. Ang pipili naman ngayon, the Phoenix Fuel Masters.
With the 8th pick in the first round of Season 50 of the PBA draft, the Phoenix Fuel Masters select Will Gozum.
Phoenix Fuel Masters with the 8th overall pick gets Will Gozum.
Definitely a quality pick para dito sa Phoenix. Some might even think he's steal at number 8, no?
Well, I think they're very happy that they're able to get Will Gozum at this stage of the first round. Will Gozum, we know he's an NCAA MVP. He can really team up with the other guys from Phoenix, with Coach Willie Wilson as well. Being the new coach of Phoenix, alam natin, Coach Ryan, sinabi mo nga si Coach Willie, he's worked his way up in the PBA. He's been a guy who's been able to help players become better, and I really feel that transition of Will Gozum here in the PBA will be very easy because of the setup that he has.
Coach Willie, when he was playing, he was a bit undersized, probably 6'4", but usually one of the best post defenders. With a guy like Will Gozum, you know that this guy will be tasked to guard the taller opponents in the league. But what I like again is, I've mentioned it at the top of our coverage, his quickness. Yes, he's big, but he has forward skills. When he puts the ball down, he can just score off you off the dribble via layups or even slam dunks. So you know that Phoenix traded their number 2 pick. But what you like is they were still able to get the big man at number 8. So it seems like a very good combination right now. They were able to get the player that they want via the pick, and also got the player that they need via this draft.
Yun nga, no, bihira natin masasabi. You trade away such a high pick, number 2, but you still get such a quality pick at number 8.
And a big man who can score, which is really what Phoenix is been needing the past few years.
And the former NCAA MVP is with Apple.
Yes, Will, now, if you can put into words how you feel right now being picked by Phoenix at number 8.
I'm grateful na na-pick nila ako. Yung trust nila sa akin is nandun. So, susuklihan ko yun, for sure. Yeah.
You already made a name for yourself in the NCAA, pero paano mo ba gusto makilala at magmarka dito sa PBA?
For me, gagawin ko lang yung best ko. I let my game do the talking. So, yun talaga.
We'll look forward to your game. Well, now Eileen, who's with you?
Kasama ko ngayon, Apple, si Carla, girlfriend of Will. Now, Carla, alam na natin yung capacity ni Will. He was, the NCAA MVP. Pero gaano kalaki itong opportunity to finally take his talent here in the PBA?
First of all, we're very grateful for the team that drafted him. I'm just as nervous as he is, and we just used to talk about this. And of course, very speechless actually.
All right, I know you've seen him work behind the scenes, but what do you think prepared him for this next step?
Coming off from his injury, day to day, he, always has his grit in him and his passion for the game, and he continues to improve every step of the way.
All right, thank you so much, Miss Carla, and congratulations to you and Will. Ngayon, may nakikita akong kasama na naman ni Apple, so balik tayo kay Apple.
Yes, Eileen, I am with the new head coach for the Phoenix Fuel Masters, Coach Willie Wilson. Coach, I want to ask you, why the Will Gossum pick?
Oh, we're trying to inject some youth into the lineup. He's a proven winner. He's a guy that can play multiple positions. I think he's going to be able to slot in right away, and the learning curve is not going to be that steep for him, so that's something that we're looking forward to.
With the coaching change, how different is the Phoenix Fuel Masters that we're going to be seeing this coming season?
We're still trying to do the same things. We're still trying to run. We're gonna play hard every single night. Just hopefully we can turn things around and have a better showing.
Thank you so much, Coach Willie. Looking forward to seeing the games now. Let's turn it over to Judd for the next pick.
Thank you, Apple. Thank you, Coach Willie. Time now for the 9th overall pick, which is to be announced by the San Miguel Beermen.
For the 9th pick, San Miguel Beermen picks Christopher Miller.
With the 9th overall pick, the San Miguel Beermen choose Christopher Miller.
Chris Miller, one of the more seasoned applicants for this season's draft, mapupunta doon sa San Miguel Beermen. They are gonna need that floor spacer. He's gonna be valuable with his shooting.
Will definitely be valuable. We know that San Miguel is always, even if they've won a championship recently, they're always looking to trying and improving and really shoring up that lineup at 28 years old. Chris Miller, we've heard a lot about him. There are a lot of highlights about Chris Miller. He won the three-point shootout in that draft combine. They're hoping, and he's going to have to be able to really work it out in practice and show what he can do to be able to earn his minutes.
Not a surprise, knowing the system of Coach Leo Austria. They want the ball dumped to Junmar Fajardo, force the defense to collapse, make sure he has floor spacers playing alongside him. So this guy, who is a specialist from the three-point area, will just make the offense of San Miguel harder to guard.
Of course, this is the PBA 50th season rookie draft presented by Pocari Sweat with our venue partner, the SMOA Music Hall, and food partner, the Aristocrat. Ang dami na ng mga quality picks na natawag ngayon, but we've still got 3 more names coming up dito sa first round. Exciting times once again dun sa ating defending Philippine Cup champion San Miguel Beermen.
Tama alam naman natin medyo minimal adjustments lang pagdating sa roster tweaking para rito sa San Miguel dahil nga sila yung All-Filipino champions. Usually, you want to keep the core of the team that just won you an All-Filipino Cup. So ang inaasahan lang talaga is gumaling pa sila, lalong-lalo na dun sa shooting department from the outside and the three-point area in particular.
At this point, balikan natin si Ms. David.
Chris, 11 years of playing professional basketball around Europe, South America, and Canada. How will that experience translate in the way you play in the PBA?
Like you said, I played 11 years, so I have a little bit of experience, and hopefully I could take that into the court on the PBA.
For those who are not very familiar about your game, can you describe your style of play?
I pride myself on defense. I like to be a two-way player, and whatever the team needs from me, that's what I strive to do.
Thank you so much. Congratulations, Chris. Now let's turn it back over to John.
Now we proceed to the 10th overall pick of the PBA Season 50 draft. This one is to be made by the Rain or Shine Elasto Painters.
For number 10 pick, we choose Mr. Christian Manaytay.
With a 10th overall pick of the Season 50 draft, Rain or Shine selects Christian Manaytay.
At 6'5" out of the USD, Manaytay will be making the jump to the PBA.
Well, Christian Manaytay, we've seen him play for the USD Growling Tigers. You like how he is tough. You like how he's willing to mix it up. And definitely in the mold of a rain or shine player. For sure, he will be able to get a lot of that exposure. We know that Coach Yang likes to be able to use his lineup and will be getting those minutes to be able to see what Christian Manaytay is able to do.
They are still searching for a big man. You know that Coach Yang feels like okay na yung kanyang complement sa backcourt with the acquisition of Stan Pringle. What he needs is someone, again, who can play defense on both ends, meaning can play defense against a forward who is slashing or going downhill, or even just slowing down taller big men na nakakalaban nila. Yun talaga yung kulang dito sa Rain or Shine. But of course, knowing Coach Yang Gao, what he needs is a warrior. What he needs is a fierce competitor, a relentless guy who will just leave everything on the floor. And based on his performance in his UAAP season, mukhang ito kasama dun sa profile na meron itong Rain or Shine under Coach Yang Gao.
Yun nga yung binabanggit mo, no? Another one of those 6'5" guys na napakatapang. Titignan natin how he can get it done with Rain or Shine. May isa pang pick na natitira Rain or Shine in a couple of turns time. Pero yung Manaytay, ano pang madadala niya dito?
Well, what you like again, what about this pick for Rain or Shine? Remember, when they made the run semifinals, there were some injuries to the big men. So you're putting in another guy who will be able to play 15, 20 minutes and be able to give that energy.
At siya ngayon ay kasama ni Apple.
Chris, maglalaro ka under Coach Yang Giao. How do you feel about the opportunity that you're gonna get?
Isang malaking karangalan na makapaglaro under Coach Yang Giao kasi alam naman natin si Coach Yang Giao, ginagamit niya talaga yung mga player niya at saka more on development. So, lucky for me na under ako niya at marami akong matututunan para sa kanya.
Aside from the head coach, marami ka ring magaling na mga magiging kakampi. Kanino ka pinaka-excited matuto?
Kay Santi Santillan tsaka kay Kuya Bo Belga. Kasi po sila yung siyempre veteran na, so marami akong matutunan. Not just offense but also mainly on defense, which I think I can contribute more sa team.
Thank you so much, Chris. Now, Jud?
Now we proceed to the 11th overall pick of the Season 50 draft. Ang pipili naman ngayon ay ang Barangay Ginebra San Miguel.
Hey, we're picking right now. No. I just got off the plane. Oh, okay. Oh, who's that? Where's the mic? Go, Johnny. You're the new guy. Come on, Johnny. Come on. Sonny is still. Sonny is still.
Ginebra selects Sonny Steele.
Ang bagong kabarangay with the 11th overall pick, Ginebra selects Sonny Steele.
Nag-MVP doon sa PBA Draft Combine. Etong 6'3" na si Sonny Steele, definitely really making a name for himself. Tandaan natin, produkto yan ng Letran.
Well, again, when you're picked by Coach Tim and Barangay Ginebra, there is a certain skill set that you have shown that they have been impressed with. And that's really able to be a great situation to be in. Sonny Steele, nakita natin, did really well in that combine. And, we know also for Coach Tim and his teams that the rookies not necessarily will be getting a lot of minutes right away. He'll need to be able to work into that system to be able to get his minutes.
And can you imagine the pride, the confidence of this guy? First pick overall in the first round by Barangay Ginebra and the winningest coach in the history of the PBA, Coach Tim Cone. Napakataas ng kumpiyansa nitong manlalarong ito. Not to mention, of course, for players na hindi naman natin masyadong kilala, ganyan ka-importante ang draft combine. Dahil nakita sila ng mga coaches natin, binigyan ng importansya makalaro doon. At ngayon, may chance nang makasuot ng uniforme ng Barangay Ginebra.
Barangay Ginebra in a 2-year title drought. Can he be that piece? Sabi mo nga, kailangan lang may pupunan kang role, di ba?
Well, we know also that Ginebra's made some adjustments as well and assigned Norbert Torres for Barangay Ginebra. So, andun yung mga movements na kinakailangan ng Barangay. And we know that they will make some more movements as well to be able to strengthen that, to be able to get a championship. Like you mentioned, 2 years na hindi nakakapanalo ng kampiyonato.
And ngayon, itong si Sunny Estil ay kasama ni Miss Apple David.
Sunny, ikaw ang Draft Combine MVP at ngayon maglalaro ka para sa Barangay Ginebra. Ang tanong ko sa iyo, do you feel any pressure right now?
Opo, kinakabahan po. Thankful ako kay God binigay sa akin yung lakas para makapaglaro sa PBA. Yung pangarap ko po talaga.
Tanong ng maraming Ginebra fans, ano ang madadala mo sa barangay?
Siguro yung hustle ko sa depensa. Saka given na lang yung opensa pag ibibigay sa akin. Yun lang po.
Congratulations, Sunny. Now, Eileen, sino naman ang kasama mo?
Apple, kasama ko nga ang ninong ni Sonny, Sir Martin. Sir, congratulations sa draft po si Sonny today. At nabanggit nga ni Apple na siya yung MVP. Pwede mo ikwento sa amin, paano niya nga ba pinaghandaan itong draft na to?
Sobrang sipag talaga po ng bata na yan. Kahit po galing po sa laro, magbubuhat pa po yan. Ganun po kasipag yan.
I'm sure napaka-proud ka kay Sonny. Meron ka bang mensahe para sa kanya?
Masasabi ko lang po sa kanya, pagbutihin niya ng mahusto pa para maabot niya yung kanyang mga pangarap. Yun lang po.
Alright, thank you so much. Ngayon, balik na naman tayo kay Jot.
Maraming salamat, Apple and Eileen. Now we proceed to the final pick of the first round, the 12th overall pick. Pupunta to sa team who will also be making their second pick in the first round. It's the Rain or Shine Elasto Painters.
Para sa ika-12 pick ng first round, ang napili ng Rain or Shine Elasto Painters ay si Arthur Roque.
Arthur Roque joins the Rain or Shine Elasto Painters as the 12th overall pick, the last pick of the first round.
Arthur Roque, produkto ng Letran, Tubong Cabanatuan, stands at 6'3" and has been plying his trade at the MP. He will be joining Rain or Shine as their second rookie.
Toughness, yun ang hinahanap ni Coach Yengyao para sa kanyang mga manlalaro. Kayang makipagpalitan ng muka, kayang kumbaga, pisikalan. And this is what they're getting from this guy, Arthur Roque. You can see it from his credentials, 87 kilograms, 6'3", and you know that when you are drafted by Coach Yengyao and you get an opportunity to be part of the roster, you will always have an opportunity to play. Yun ang napaka-importante. The moment you get that chance, you have to leave it on the floor. So ganon ka ganda yung maglalaro ka under the system of Coach Yengyao. Tumataas ngayon ang iyong kumpiyansa dahil mabibigyan ka ng tsansa.
Lalong-lalo na yung kumpiyansang dinadala na masasabi mong first-round pick ka.
Yeah, first-round pick. And, it's all about being aggressive. It's all about being able to... Galit na galit si Coach Yeng pag open ka, hindi ka tumira. Diba? So that's something really to be able to... you need to be able to take in that confidence. He will give you opportunities. It's about maximizing those opportunities.
So Arthur Roque now joining the Rain or Shine Elasto Painters. Pero alam naman natin, the work begins now. You hear your name called, half the dream has come true. Pero you have to put in the work para makapasok sa lineup.
Tama yan, dahil nga hindi naman expand yung ating mga teams. We're still playing with 12 teams. Dumadami ang mga mahuhusay na manlalaro. Pero talagang makikipaglaban ka to get that roster spot.
Alam mo kung sino mahilig makipaglaban pagka dating sa chismisan? Si David.
Yes, we have here Arthur Roque, or June, as he wants to be called. June, alam naman natin sa rain or shine, you have to consistently fight for your spot. Now, what's gonna make you an asset para kay Coach Yengyao?
Siguro yung pagiging two-way player ko and yung pagiging hustle player ko.
Ano ba yung gusto mong makita ng mga PBA fans sa iyong laro the first few games you play?
Bigay ko lang yung best version of me and I'll do 100%.